Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Waste Talk series. I'm your host, Malvika. And as you know, in this series, we talk about reducing waste. And today we are talking about a massive problem that starts right in our kitchen, food waste. And did you know that a huge food waste comes out from our household? Today, I have with me Malvika, who practices reducing food waste in her kitchen and in her daily routine. Hi, Malvika. Welcome to my channel. How are you doing today?
Hi Vartika, thank you for having me. I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great as well. I know you are really an expert in this topic, so I'm very excited to talk to you. But before we dive into the topic, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yes. My background is in environmental public health. I'm very passionate about our environment, and waste reduction is a topic close to my heart. As waste has a big impact on our environment and also on people as well. Um, Over the last 3 years, I have been engaged in waste reduction through various initiatives and roles. First, at the city of Edmonton, I worked with waste services to deliver residential waste programs like Vartika, like you, I also completed the Master Composter Recycler training with the city. And as a part of that, I created a blog which is called Mindfully Wasteless. I share tips on reusing, recycling, composting, and so on to reduce waste on an individual level. Currently, I am working as a sustainability coordinator with a non-profit organization in Ottawa called Gentle Ways for Our Planet. And in this role, I manage and lead sustainability programs and projects. And I also create and research education materials. And one of the topics is again food waste reduction in that. I am feeling very happy that today we're going to be discussing this further. I'm very happy and grateful that I get to work in this space and meet with people like you who are equally passionate.
Wow, thank you very much. I mean, I can see that you have done a lot of work in this area and your passion and your work collides. So that is great to see as well. And yes, so I can see that why food waste reduction is important for you because you are right into this field. But still, I would like to know from you why it is so important for you reducing food waste.
Sure. Yes. Reducing food waste is a gift for our wallets. It's a gift for our planet, and it's also a gift for our communities. This is what I believe. By truly buying what we need, we can reduce our grocery bills. um, when we reduce food waste going into the landfill, by reducing waste in general, we can cut down on methane emissions. Methane is a gas which is produced when food waste decomposes in the landfill, and it's a leading cause of climate change, something that affects all of us globally. Thirdly, I said that food waste helps our communities. And the reason I say that is because when we reduce waste by donating it, donating good edible food, we can make food available to other people. And secondly, we can also help in um, uh, s- adjusting capping like food prices. And the reason I say that is when we create a demand for excess food by buying a lot, that can result in high demand and struggling supply. This leads to food price hike. There are more reasons for hike in prices, but this is one reason. So when we buy what we truly need, we can reduce the demand for excess food, and that can help to balance demand and supply and make food affordable for everyone by capping the prices. So that's how we can support our communities also by reducing food waste.
Yeah, that's right. There's so many benefits come out of it by reducing food waste. Like food should not be wasted at all. So
Absolutely.
let's dive right into how we can do it.
Hmm.
Let's start with the meal prepping. Meal planning and meal prepping might seem some to some people a bit exhaustive, like and we just buy whatever we want to buy. So how do you prep your meal? How do you do the meal planning? And that helps you in reducing food waste.
Hmm. Uh, so meal planning help me get a structure for the week. I begin with doing an inventory check. I will see what ingredients I have in the fridge, and according to that, I will buy other ingredients that I need. And then what I do at the time is try to apply the common ingredient approach, wherein I try to see how I can share one ingredient in two recipes or more. We are a small family of two, so a large cauliflower is a big portion size to just make one recipe with. So then I plan in advance how I can use this large cauliflower in two ways, so that meals are interesting and any leftover cauliflower doesn't get spoiled because I don't know what to do with such a big portion. So meal planning helps this way. It helps me buy more intentionally and also use it more intentionally in advance. Um, the other benefit of doing this is that I can plan the rest of my activities in the week accordingly, because I have already planned out what I'll be making, when I'll be making it. Then I can have a better control over the schedule of the week. Um, and to help me in planning this, I use something. On my fridge, I have this weekly planner. So for this week, I have planned things out. I have already finished the meal prepping, cooking for Sunday, and so I have written down what I will be eating on Monday, Tuesday, and so on for dinner. So this is magnetic, like a fridge magnet. It stays on the fridge, so I know what to cook when.
Yeah, this
And
is
then
great. Yeah.
along
Mhm.
Along with this, I use this small planner. This is the same one, but a smaller version. And I write down notes on this, like use veggie broth for making rice on Wednesday. Some small things like this. So I know what all contents are in the fridge for me to use by using these. So that's how meal planning helps me stay organized and use all the ingredients in time.
Yeah, that's a great tip. Making a structure and writing down everything somewhere that you do put it on your fridge really helps. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I never did that. Maybe I need to buy this kind of planner as well and start noting it down because sometimes we forget what's in the fridge, right? So you already shared uh, before going to grocery you plan your meals and that's how you buy the right items. Are there any other tips that help you in buying the stop the impulsive buying and buying the right things that you really need for your kitchen?
Yes, there is one other tip. I have a grocery list on my phone. So I update whatever I need in that list. And this list is very nice. It has categories.
Mhm.
So, like main veggies that are part of the main dish, some salad veggies, fruits, spices, frozen food. So I buy some things from each category. There are herbs in it. So this way I will not end up buying two different herbs like mint and basil. They don't go together. And then I have too many herbs. We're a small family again. So um, this way it is an optimized grocery list. Get few from each category. and it's thought in advance.
Mhm.
So that time the emotional buying doesn't happen, or like impulsive buying, like you said.
Yeah. And because you do this every time you go, maybe every week, it becomes automated for you as well. You don't have to think a lot about this, right? In the
Yes,
beginning, if somebody is starting it out, it might seem a lot of work creating a
list.
shopping list and go with that. But once you are habitual of doing it, you just keep doing it.
Absolutely, yeah. This we made this list last year, and we just put like bread into one. So we
Yes,
know we need to buy one packet of bread, and then next week you can just do into two or whatever your quantities are changing. So it's one time effort, and then it's a system that keeps running on its own.
yeah, that's another smart idea actually. I also have a app shop where I
Mm-hmm.
do create a shopping list every time and I go with that. So I just check what I need and but this categorizing each item, herbs, bread, etc.
Yeah.
It's a great idea as well.
Thank you. Yes, I'll check out this app that you suggested. I remember in one of our previous chats, you mentioned that with this app, we can create a list for different stores like
Mhm.
Costco or Walmart. So that is great as well. This app I will also check out to see.
Yeah.
What to
I
do.
have this app since last couple of years as well. So yeah, this
Okay,
really helps.
okay. We'll
So
definitely
let's
check.
move, yeah, to the next topic, fridge setup. So in the fridge, we have a small fridge, big fridge, whatever size. There is
Mhm.
so much space, and we put a lot of things,
Yeah.
to keep it in fresh mode.
Mm.
So how do you do that so that you don't forget about any food that has been there for a long time?
Yes. Um, so for the fridge setup, I follow four steps.
Mhm.
The first step is knowing what is in the fridge, and for that I use the whiteboard that I show you. So this is on the door of the fridge. It tells me what food is there, um, and then in which containers. So I have different containers that I use to store food, and I try to label them so I know what is there. So this whiteboard gives me a high level overview of what are the contents in it. Secondly, the containers are different kinds. So there are transparent glass containers, and like I showed you, there are sorry, like I said, so these are stainless steel containers. I have some, and I with an erasable marker just write on them like the rice or curry, whatever is in them. So that helps me see everything that's there. The third important step that I follow is to check the temperature setting of my fridge. So all the fridges are designed a little differently, and the temperature on the shelves is different. So in our fridge, the topmost shelf is where it gets the coldest, and in the lowermost shelf, it stays slightly less cold. So we keep our milk and yogurt on the top shelf, which require a colder temperature, and we keep our berries and grapes, which are thin-skinned, on the lower shelves, and the cooked food is in in the middle shelves. The temperature settings are different in each, so it is helpful to like monitor and see. If I keep milk down, like which we used to do, it used to go bad. So we observed that this is happening, and what we did was we used a temperature sensor on each shelf. So we did a small experiment at home, and we got to know, okay, it's the coldest there on the top. So
Mhm.
we'll keep the milk there, and the problem resolved. The milk stopped going bad in the same week. So it helps to check our settings for our fridge. Um, yeah, so that is
So yeah,
an
putting the right item at the right place in the right shelf. I figured this
absolutely.
out very late as well. I used to put my strawberries, not
Mhm.
intentionally. Sometimes you don't have space anywhere else, and on the
Yeah,
top you just have some
yeah,
space strawberries, and
yeah.
it goes bad every time. It's frozen, and then
Right,
not edible anymore.
right.
So and I did not know what's happening, but then somehow I figured out after a few months. So yeah, this
Yeah,
is great to know. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Those are sensitive fruits. So we also learned this with experience, like you. So I would suggest all our viewers to also just monitor and test things around to prevent food from going bad before you can get a chance to consume them.
Okay, so do you also follow something like eat me first bin or first in, first out approach for your fridge?
Yes, first in, first out. Yes, that's a. I organize these containers that are there based on which items are cooked first.
Mhm.
So if I cook anything new, let's say on a Tuesday, I will keep it behind these ones which have items which I cooked on Monday night. Right?
Mhm.
So these will get consumed first. So yes, I follow that approach. And every alternate evening, I also organize and scan the fridge once. Like a quick 2 minute scan to see what is in the containers and shuffle them. So next day, okay, I'm eating these ones
Mhm.
first. That also helps. Which was the other approach you just mentioned apart
First in,
from
first out, or eat me first, both are
eat?
the same
Yes,
thing.
yeah, eat me
Yeah.
first. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have a bin, eat me first bin. So
Okay.
I follow this for my kids so that they know what they need to take out first, right? Otherwise, if I put the strawberries or
Mm,
Greek yogurt that they really want to, they consume on their own, just they
mm,
open the fridge and take out. So if I put it in the back hidden, they will not try to
mm,
find it out, and it will always be there. So I
mm,
make a bin for them, and they know that they can take stuff from there. It's easily visible to them,
mm.
so that gets consumed first. Yeah.
First, I see.
So let's move on. What are your thoughts on best by or use by dates? Do you really follow these dates?
Yes. So best by dates or best before dates.
Best before, yeah.
Yeah, in my understanding, it's a mostly a quality indicator. Okay, the beyond that date, the food can still be safe to consume. The flavor may change a little bit, but I suggest that we trust our senses, sight, smell, and maybe a little bit of a taste to see and then make a decision on that. Um, the use by date is, as I understand, it is a safety indicator. So it's usually mentioned on meat or some dairy products, and it may not be safe to consume that past that use by date, is I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, but don't let it go by the use by date. You are
Yeah.
buying it today, it generally gives you 7, 8 days. So try to
Correct.
consume within first 2, 3 days
Yes.
meat or something, these sensitive
Absolutely.
foods, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and okay, let's go to pantry.
Yes.
How do you manage your pantry? Because those items we think we are buying canned items, so this will stay good for a long time. But
Right.
sometimes it pass its time as well. So how do you manage that?
Yes. So my pantry is I follow a few steps for my pantry. The first step that I do is it is I organize it by food categories. So there are different shelves and cabinets for different items like grains, lentils and legumes. Then the ready to eat foods like canned soups and granola bars you mentioned. So each item is in its own shelf. Then the second step I follow is I use baskets and storage containers. So here, for example, I have a storage container for all my dry spices. Okay, I have a spice rack as well for taking out the spices, but this is for extra stock. So when I'm looking to stock up my spice rack, I know exactly where to go. So these half-opened packets of spices, they will not get lost in a pile in the cabinets. It's so this is a container, and then I have like a basket of things. So this is for all the baking items,
Mhm.
right? This similarly I have for packaged food like noodles or canned soups. And what I try to do is every 3 to 4 months I try to use everything in the containers, right? So it helps to take a regular scan of the pantry. Um, So that's what I do. Take a few minutes on one of the weekends every 2 3 months. Take a look, and pick out things that are closer to their expiry dates and try to use them first.
Mhm.
Right. The other thing that I do for my pantry is I have a whiteboard inside one of the tall cabinets. I have stuck this up. It's from Post-it, and you can use an erasable marker to write down any notes for yourself, like use this first or etc. Right? Sometimes we get things on a good deal, like some canned items, but their expiry is, let's say, in 2 3 months, so we
Mhm.
don't have time, right? And if we just keep it, we may forget about it. So it helps to, like, every time I open the cabinet, I see, oh yes, it only 2 months are there, and I write down by month, like bought on this date, and so 2 months to go. So
Yeah.
something like this. So for urgent items, you can note for
Yeah.
yourself and keep. So this helps to prevent stock up of expired items in the pantry. Um, the other thing that I do is, like, just be selective while buying. So limited flavors of soups and any granola bars, and then next time the other flavors. Um,
Mm.
so overall, by following this, pantry stays clutter free. It is easy to find things because everything is by category. Rarely anything gets ignored or forgotten, and we consume everything in time.
Yeah, that's perfect. I love your habit of writing down everything in the
Yes.
on the fridge and in the pantry as well. In the
Yes.
beginning, it might seem to be a lot of work, but you get habitual, right? So yeah,
Yes.
it really helps you.
Yes, it becomes second nature after a point. It also, like, reduces the load on the mind. Like, I don't have to
Exactly.
remember it, right?
Yeah.
Life is busy and we have so
Yes.
much to do.
You
Just
will
make a
forget.
note,
Yeah. Yeah.
we can forget. So this is helpful.
Yeah, and I also like your tip about eat out everything in 2 3 months. Give it a quick scan, right? Every 3 months, or so. I also do that. One time I bought lot of multigrain flours, right?
Hmm.
Ragi, millet, all those things, just to
Hmm.
eat healthy. And
Hmm.
it doesn't get cooked so often because not everybody likes it, and sometimes we have to cook wheat flour. So it was there like 3 4 months, and I was thinking about it, what to do with it.
Yeah.
And then, when I did that, I just made it a point that I have to finish it now, and I started consuming it,
Hmm.
and I finished it. And I also like your selective buying things. We are at the grocery store, we think, "Oh, I can do this, I can do this," and we start, looking that way. So
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you. So many options for everything, and we can feel tempted to, like, very excited at that time looking at the options. But yes, there's always a next time. So we'll come back. We'll try the another thing the next time. Is what I tell myself. There's a next time. Yeah.
sometimes now I come back empty handed if I don't remember if I already have it or not, but I will not
Hmm.
buy it.
Extra. Yes.
Because as I said earlier as well, those canned items, this seems to be it has higher shelf life, but
Hmm.
that is generally 4 to 6 months, and that
Hmm.
6 months go by so fast you
Yeah.
don't even realize that that evaporated milk or that
Hmm.
canned soup is already coming to its best before date.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't buy a lot. Yeah, so we talked about a lot of things: meal planning, fridge setup,
Hmm.
best by, use by dates, etc. Is there anything else you want to share with the audience today?
Yes, I want to share something regarding storing produce, because that has a shorter shelf life, can get spoiled, and I'll quickly share a few tips that I have found helpful in my own experience. One is to dry out the produce, like herbs and greens. They can get wilted in the fridge. They are sprayed to stay fresh in the stores. So they do get wilted quickly if kept as is. So when I come home, I fan them out, I keep them spread it out on a plate or a tray, and pat them with a clean cloth. Then wrap them up in in kitchen towel, paper towel, or clean cloth again. And then I stored them in these thick food grade Ziploc bags. I've been using them for a year and a half now. You can keep reusing them, and they
Yeah.
will keep your food fresh in the fridge. And they are transparent, so you can see what's in them, and it will not get forgotten. The other important thing I would like to say about produce is that try to eat the perishable ones first, like your berries and grapes. And for those, we use these small containers. They are food grade plastic containers. They have some holes, so they allow ventilation in the box. They don't get too cold, so the berries don't get burns. The freezer burns quickly. And Yeah, we have different sizes for this. So, but and we try to use them earlier in the week. um, Apart from this, I think it's also helpful to just balance groceries inside and outside the fridge. Like avocados all can get ripened together in one bag, so keep some outside, keep some inside, and take them out when you are ready to eat more. So this way we can also extend the shelf life of our produce very well by storing it uh, in a cleaner way, in a neater way, and drying them out, because moisture does make them over ripen or wilt much faster, right? And moisture builds up in the fridge because of condensation. So these tips help. um
Yeah.
that's what I would like to share about that.
Yeah, no, storing it at right place is really essential, because I was also wasting a lot of my carrots that I bought from Costco. I used to put in fridge, but
Hmm.
still it used to get that moisture and moldy
Yeah.
of after a few days, and I was not sure what's happening. And
Mm.
then I learned it from one of my friends as well. She used to peel it and let it dry, just like you are saying, let
Yeah.
it dry for a while on
Mm.
the counter, and then put it in a Ziploc bag.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
now my carrots are fresh, like fresh for 3 weeks or so. I mean,
Mhm.
forever before I
Yes.
think, and I've just finished it and they're still good. So yeah. So yeah, that's a great tip.
Yes.
And it's great to see that along with the saving food waste, you are also saving the plastic waste. You
Yes.
keep reusing your Ziploc.
Yes.
1 year, you said, right?
Yeah, 1.5 now, and still going very strong. You
Yeah.
just flip them inside out, let them dry, and then use them again. So
Yeah.
we,
With them
once they
inside
are
out so it dries out. Yeah.
correct, yes. And then we carry these every week to the grocery store. Once they are done, then we store them in the grocery bag. That bag is also fixed.
Mhm.
So and we also keep a small bag for groceries with such Ziploc bags in the car. So in case coming back home we are getting stopping for groceries, that time also we can reduce getting those extra plastic bags home. So
Uh,
it's yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you for your all sharing all your tips, Malvika. We are almost at the end of the talk. Do you want to share anything, any message for the audience?
Yes, I have written a small poem to capture. I have tried to capture the essence of our conversation today in that. Um, and I'll read it out for you. Um, Let us plan our meals before seeking for a good grocery deal. Let us buy no more than we need. Let us honor our water and soil, our farmer and their seeds. Let us organize our pantry with love and care. Let nothing hide away. Cherish all the food we have and enjoy it every day. So that's what I would like to say. Yes.
Wow, what a lovely poem. And you have written it, right, by Malvika Chandan.
Yes.
And you have wrapped it everything in one poem. Everyone, it's worthwhile writing it down and printing it and put it on your fridge so that it reminds you how you can reduce food waste in your own kitchen. Thank you for watching, and we will come back with another topic. Thanks, Malvika.
Thank you, Vartika.